Can you truly put a price on heart, grit, and the kind of raw, unadulterated passion that electrifies a building every single night? Because right now, that's precisely the question swirling around the hallowed halls of the Bell Center, echoing through every corner of the Canadiens faithful. We're talking about a fan favorite, a true blue-collar hero, and the very fabric of what makes this team so captivating. We're talking about Arber Xhekaj. And if the latest whispers are to be believed, our beloved sheriff might just be the linchpin in a blockbuster deal that could finally land the Canadiens the top 6 center they've so desperately craved. The rumor mill, as it always does in the hockey world, has begun to churn with a fervor that demands our attention. The Sporting News, citing insights from analyst Brian Wild, has dropped a bombshell that has sent shockwaves through the Canadiens community. The team's burgeoning defensive depth could lead to a significant trade, with Xhekaj's name at the very heart of it. The speculation doesn't stop there. Next, Quixton takes a step further, suggesting that a first-round pick acquired for Xhekaj could then be flipped for none other than Shane Wright, the Seattle Kraken forward, who was once projected as the undisputed number 1 pick in his draft class. Let's dive into this intriguing and, frankly, somewhat unsettling proposition. Arber Xhekaj isn't just a defenseman, he's an experience. From his meteoric rise from undrafted free agent to NHL regular, he's embodied the fighting spirit of Canadiens. His physical play, his willingness to drop the gloves, and his booming shot have made him an instant legend in Montreal. He's the kind of player who makes you sit up straighter in your seat, who brings an undeniable edge to every shift. So, the idea of parting ways with such a unique and impactful presence is, for many, a tough pill to swallow. Brian Wild, keenly aware of Xhekaj's value, emphasized that the Canadiens would only consider moving him for a first-round pick. A first-round pick will be the only thing they would accept to lose him. They don't need more second-round picks. I can't see him being traded. I think the organization loves him. Wild stated, capturing the sentiment that this isn't just about assets. It's about a player who's endeared himself to the team and its fans. A second-round pick, despite his current defensive logjam, simply wouldn't cut it for a player with his unique blend of skill and physicality. His role as an enforcer, a dying art in today's NHL, still holds significant, albeit niche, value. Now, let's turn our gaze to the other side of this potential equation. Shane Wright. Remember the hype? The consensus number 1 pick, a generational talent. The future of an NHL franchise. Yet, when the 2022 NHL draft rolled around, Wright found himself slipping to 4th overall, a moment that undoubtedly stung. His professional journey since then has been a winding road, marked by flashes of brilliance interspersed with periods of adjustment. In 2024, he finally completed a full season, putting up respectable numbers with 19 goals and 44 points. These are solid statistics, certainly, but perhaps not the explosive, game-breaking production many anticipated from a player once deemed the top prospect. The question that lingers is whether Wright's full potential has truly been unlocked, or if he's a player who needs a change of scenery, a fresh start, to truly flourish. The logic behind this potential trade, from a purely roster management perspective, is compelling. The Canadiens' defensive core is, to put it mildly, stacked. With established talents like Mike Matheson and Noah Dobson and rising stars such as Lane Hudson and Caden Gould, plus the steady presence of Alexander Carrier, the competition for ice time is fierce. Arber Xhekaj, despite his undeniable impact, might find himself battling for a spot with another promising young defenseman, Jaden Struble. This depth, while a luxury, also presents an opportunity. If the Canadiens can leverage a player like Xhekaj, who brings a specific, sought-after skill set to address a more pressing need, a top 6 center, then it becomes a calculated risk worth considering. The Kraken, in turn, could benefit immensely from Xhekaj's physical presence, adding a much-needed edge to their blue line. This move, if it were to materialize, speaks volumes about the Canadiens' ongoing rebuild. General Manager Kent Hughes has consistently emphasized patience and strategic asset management. Trading Xhekaj for a first-round pick and then using that pick to acquire a player like Wright aligns with philosophy of acquiring high-ceiling talent, even if that talent requires a new environment to truly shine. Wright, despite his initial struggles, still possesses the raw tools and hockey IQ that made him such a highly touted prospect. The Canadiens could offer him a competitive environment, the mentorship, and perhaps even the increased opportunity to finally realize his full potential. Imagine Wright, a skilled playmaker with a scoring touch, slotting into a top-6 role, feeding pucks to the likes of Cole Caulfield and Nick Suzuki. It's a tantalizing prospect that could dramatically alter the team's offensive landscape. However, we cannot ignore the emotional weight of such a decision. Arber Xhekaj has become more than just a player. He's a symbol of resilience, a fan favorite who embodies the grit and passion that Montrealers cherish. The thought of him wearing another jersey is, for many, a difficult one. But this is a harsh reality of professional sports. Sometimes, tough decisions must be made for the greater good of the franchise. The pursuit of a true top-6 center, a piece that could elevate the Canadiens from a rebuilding team to a legitimate contender, is a goal that might necessitate painful sacrifices. So, as these rumors continue to swirl, the Canadiens organization faces a pivotal choice. Do they hold on to a beloved, impactful defenseman who brings an unmatched physical presence? Or do they leverage that asset to address a critical need for offensive firepower and a potential future star center? It's a high-stakes gamble, a strategic chess match that could define the next chapter of this storied franchise. The potential rewards are immense, but so too is the risk of losing a player who has truly captured the hearts of Canadiens faithful. What do you think, Canadiens fans? Is Arber Xhekaj the right piece to move to finally land that elusive top-6 center? Could Shane Wright truly unlock his potential in Montreal and become the star we all once envisioned? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're excited about the possibilities, and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth Canadiens analysis and news. Your engagement helps us bring you more of the content you love.